Hello, I'm back with a new video. Today it's the Q&A and I'm going to answer your questions, so let's get started. The first few questions are written to me by Also Headbang. Also Headbang sure has a lot of questions, so let's get started. First, he wants to know why do I think of Lamb of God and Devil Driver. Well, I'm not a really big fan of Lamb of God and I'm also not a really big fan of Devil Driver. I think both bands are really talented. But in the case of Lamb of God, I think that Randy Blythe has an incredibly annoying voice, and the same goes with the singer from Devil Driver. I also think that he has an annoying voice. The only song on which I think that Randy Blythe's vocals are somehow acceptable is Lay to Rest. That's the only Lamb of God song that I like. Which country produces the best black metal? Well, I probably have to say Norway. Yeah. Bands like Mayhem, Burzum, Darkthrone, Dimmu Borgir, Carpathian Forest 1349, although I do have some problems getting into Carpathian Forest, but I do like their music, and Gorgoroth. Yeah, I think these bands are really awesome, really talented, but I think Scandinavia in general has a great black metal scene. Sweden with bands like Dissection, or Dissection, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but this Dissection or Dissection definitely influenced a lot of black metal bands, and like Dark Funeral and Watain, and also Shining, although Shining isn't exactly a black metal band, but yeah, they do have some black metal influences. And also Finland, of course, with bands like Phaeacian and Archgoat. Do I care what country a band is from? Well, most of the times I don't. For some reason I think that the country of origin of a band just adds this little twist to the music. A very good example of this is the Japanese band Maximum the Hormone. When I first heard their song on the intro of Death Note, I just thought like, well, mwah, it's okay. But when I discovered that they were from Japan and they were singing in Japanese, I don't know, it just adds this little extra thing to the band. I really like it when a band is from a country from which I'm not really familiar with the metal scene. What is my opinion on these true metalhead guys? Well, I am not really a big fan of this ideology. When I was starting out with metal and when I was starting out with this channel, I somehow agreed with those true metalhead guys. But nowadays I really don't. Metal is all about doing whatever the fuck you want and don't giving a shit about what other people think about it. Yeah, in my opinion, that's metal in a nutshell. But for some reason there are a lot of people who want to have some rules. Yeah, and some people take these rules so seriously that they just turn into a bunch of intolerant assholes. So I'm not really a big fan of those true metalhead guys. On this band, if a band becomes mainstream, does this change my views on this band? Well, most of the times it doesn't, but I think that a lot of people are misunderstanding the idea or the term mainstream. In my opinion, a band which is mainstream only makes music for the money. I mean, Justin Bieber, the Spice Girls, Lady Gaga, they are mainstream. There are also people in the metal scene who think that Cradle of Filth is a mainstream band. Cradle of Filth is one of my favorite bands, and when I'm walking in a grocery store, I don't hear, for example, Summer Dying Fest by Cradle of Filth on the radio. If I turn on my TV, I don't hear Her Ghost in the Fog playing. So in my opinion, Cradle of Filth isn't a mainstream band. Those were the questions by Also Headbang. Next question by Quack for Fun. Are Sander and I going to make a few short videos on Movie Makers TV? Well, we sure are. But we're busy working on the live show Movie TV Live on the 21st of December 2012. We're still busy working on that. Wisconsin Outlaw asks, have you ever listened to Skidlift? Well, I did, and I didn't like it. It was too slow. I do like Maniacs' vocals, but The music is just too slow. Someone with a strange name asks, do you play any instruments? Well, I don't. I don't have the patience to play an instrument. I tried guitar, I tried playing drums, but yeah. Making music isn't exactly something for me. No, I don't have the patience. Eachman Z asks, if green isn't blue, what is it? Well, if green isn't blue, there's something on your shoe. Another question by Eachman Z. He wants to know, would I kill a cow on a scale of 1 to 7? It depends on the situation, but I probably have to say 2 out of 7. Yeah, I'm not exactly the person to kill cows. I'm not one of those, you know, animal activist guys. Someone who goes like, well, the animals, we have to save them. I do think that animals should be treated in a normal way. So, this was the Q&A. I hope you liked the video and bye.